Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with their sore destruction. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. And as always, peace and salutations unto the elect. This is the brother Benaiah from the Great Millstone Dallas branch, coming back at you with another lesson. All right, and this lesson was basically inspired, you know what I'm saying, from a point that a brother had made yesterday down here in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? We have a Thursday night sit down. And one of the priests, you know what I'm saying, had pulled out a scripture in the book of Proverbs when you're reading the NLT, going into basically moral rot, all right, within a nation. You know what I'm saying? And if a nation has moral rot, you know, it topples easy, you see, which America is that place, all right, of that moral rot, you see, which inspired this lesson, which I'm going to go into, and I'm going to entitle it, this is from CarmelReliefService.com, and it says 20 signs of moral decay or spiritual unfaithfulness among people of a nation, all right, which is why I started right here in the book of Micah chapter 2 and verse 10, you see, because our people really think that this is a place, all right, of their rest, of their comfort, you see, when really this place is polluting them, man, you see, and it's destroying our people, even, like I said, even with the sore destruction. When you go into that word sore, it means to be made sick, you see. Doesn't the scripture say in the book of Isaiah that our people, the whole head is sick? Our people are sick, man, you see. But yet and still they're looking unto Esau, all right, they're looking unto this westernized society or this Western way of thinking to heal them, all right, thinking that it's truly, you know, a way, this is the way to go, when really the true physician, all right, is Yahweh Shai Mashiach. You see, he's the only way. He is through Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, all right, that our nation is going to be truly healed. You know what I'm saying? Not through this devil, you know what I'm saying, which our people, the mass majority of our people rely on, man. Because when you go into that word sorcery, it goes into pharmakia, which goes into basically like a poison or a spell. And we know that, all right, based off carnally, Esau's actually, you know, pharmaceuticals, that they're really not healing people, man. They're just so-called suppressing symptoms, and really it's making you even more sicker, you see. But it gives you the illusion that, all right, that it's for you, all right, that it's to heal you. And people really believe that, man, you know. But yet and still, here it is, you on high blood pressure medicine, all right, for the rest of your fucking life. When a true physician, all right, you don't supposed to constantly go back to a physician, a true physician, all right, for the same issue for the rest of your life. You see, unless you're not following the rules, all right, or following the instructions of that physician gives you, you see. But our period is, our people are taking these pharmaceuticals and thinking that, oh, this healing me, this no, it's just suppressing your symptoms to a certain point, all right, for a couple of hours. Then you constantly got to take another pill for the rest of your life, which shows you that it's all a fucking illusion, you see. And that's America for our people. That's why the scriptures say, arise ye and depart, man. Come out of the ways of this westernized society. Come out of the ways of this image of the beast, you see, of the ways of Esau at the end of the day. Because like I said, it is polluted, all right. And I want to go into that word pollute, all right. But like I said, this lesson was inspired from a point that a brother had made, you know what I'm saying. And I want to go into this word pollute before I get into this article, all right. And when you get this word polluted, you see, it says ceremonially unclean, profane, rendered impure or unclean. It says pollute from an adjective from pollute, a verb. It says, but this is the point, meaning drunk. Is from the 1920 American English slang. All right, so that word polluted can go back to the word drunk, you see. And what does the scripture say about Babylon? Real quick. And then we're going to get into this article. This is the book of Jeremiah. All right, where is it? 51. All right, in verse 7, it says, in Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken, you see, polluted, all right, because through America, we see that wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man, you see. This westernized mindset, all right, this worshiping of following after the image of that beast, you know what I'm saying, that we see any people following, and truly that system is truly getting ready to be further cemented, all right, in the earth through these particular policies that Esau is bringing to pass, man. The pact for the future, all these particular things that's being set, all right, is cementing that image of the beast, that worship of the image of the beast, you see. And ultimately that that way to receive that mark. Okay. But going back onto the point, it says Jeremiah 51:7, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nation have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. You see? So it's through America, all right, that the ways of wickedness, and who rules America, man. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? That's something you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, you need to be honest with yourself, man. You see? Stop pussyfooting and tapping around, all right, tap dancing around the fucking the elephant in the room, man. You see? Job 9:24, all right, it gives you the characteristics of the wicked, all right? The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? That was a question. If not this man, all right, then who is he? You see? And who fits those characteristics of Job 9:24? Going back into the prophecies, you see? Going back into the blessings of these two nations, all right, who will receive the fatness of the earth. One would be temporary and one would be eternal. You see, and that blessing was only given unto two people, all right? The Esau, all right, in his nation, and Jacob in his nation, man. Our nation, you see? But right now, all right, we're in Esau's blessing. And right now we're at the fullness, the height of his blessing, man. You see, to the point of where he has the grip of the whole earth, okay? And it's through Babylon the Great, all right, that wickedness is spreading all throughout the four corners of the earth, man. That's why when you go into that word real quick, the mother of harlots, all right, which that's a spirit too. I want to touch on Revelation 17, but this is the point. This is let me see. I'm gonna start at verse 3. In John, all right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua was showing John these visions, man. You see, he's seen this place. He's seen it. It says, so he carried me away in the spirit unto the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. We know that beast is what? NATO and the EU. Okay. It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colored and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornications. Yeah, you see, it's through that cup Esau is able to influence the nation. You see, it says, and this is the point, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of all harlots and abominations of the earth. You see, and now it's no longer a mystery, you see, because we're in a time, like it says in 2 Thessalonians, the times of things to be revealed. Even Yahushua said himself, there will come a time when all things that are hidden shall be revealed, roughly paraphrasing. But I want to get this word from mother, you see, because like I made the statement that it's through America, all right, that wickedness is being pushed out throughout the planet Earth. All right, when you go and get this word mother, it goes back to the Greek Strong's G 3384 meter. It says the mother, a metaphor, the source of something, the motherland. And it's not America, that motherland. It's not the America, the source of wickedness that's being pushed out throughout the planet of the earth, man. The planet Earth, man. You see? Yes, it is, man. You see? And it's through that, you know what I'm saying? It's through America that the nations are drunken or polluted. You see, the minds of the people. All right. So let's go. Let me see if it's another one, man. Let's get this right here. And just to back that point up too about America being an influence. I'm going to get straight to it. Revelations 19:2, it says, for true and righteous are his judgments, for he have judged the great whore, which did corrupt the earth, you see, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and have avenged the blood of his saints at her hand, you see. So it's through America that everything is being polluted and corrupted, you see. It's through Esau, Edom, all right. And it's nothing more than, you know what I'm saying, than this nigga, and that's how we know through the spirit that this nigga is Cain, you see. He still has that same mark that the Lord, all right, put on him when he was in the carnation of Cain. You see, when you read and go into the Josephus, it talks about what Cain was doing after the Lord gave him that judgment. You see, he went around and what wickedness started to spread throughout the earth. Just like it says in the book of Maccabees, when Esau got into rulership, all right, through the Greeks, all right, it talks about Antiochus and all that. And then it talks about how wickedness started to multiply in the earth. You see, these are all indicators, all right, and characteristics of how we can point this man out through prophecy. You see? So let's go back. Let's get this article, man. Like I said, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right, so this is from CarmelReliefService.com. It says 20 signs of moral decay and spiritual unfaithfulness among people of a nation. Signs of moral decay and spiritual unfaithfulness in a nation can manifest in various aspects of society. While the specifics indicators may differ across culture and historical periods, some common signs include erosion of ethical value. Well, you know that word ethical means what? Moral. An erosion of moral values, widespread dishonesty, and the lack of integrity in the various spheres of life. Acceptance or normalization of corruption in politics, economics, and social systems. It says decline in respect for sanctity of life and human dignity. You see? And these are all signs, like I said, man, these signs point straight to Babylon the Great, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is that place, you see? Like it says in Ezekiel, that valley of the dry bone, that low land, the valley is a low land, okay? Not only is it talking about a land, but it's low in morals. It has no morals. You see, and the mindset is being pushed out, like it says in Ecclesiastes or the book of Sirach. Sirach, if I'm everywhere too. But it says in the book of Sirach, all right, as the judge is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of ruler the king of the city is, so are they that dwell therein. You see, so Esau is a man of low moral, is a base man. He's going to push that mindset upon the people to the point of now we got people arguing. We got grown ass people arguing what's the definition of a woman, when it shouldn't even be no fucking argument, man. Like the scriptures say, the Lord made them male and female. That's it, man. Point blank, period, end of conversation. But here it is. We have Esau has polluted the minds of the people so much that here it is. Grown ass people are arguing and trying to define what a man and a woman is. You see? And it shouldn't even be that. That shows you the mindset and how that moral decay within society that's being pushed out here in America and also through the four corners of the earth, man. All right. But it says the breakdown. I'm going to try to get through it fast, you know what I'm saying, Lord willing, because I'm at work. Which is on my spirit to do it. But number 2 says the breakdown of family and social structures, increasing rates of divorce, family fragmentation, and the breakdown of traditional family values. Yeah, the breaking up of family. You know what I'm saying? High rates of divorce over here. You see, especially amongst our people. You know what I'm saying? It says this interrogation of community bonds and a rise in social isolation. Neglect of responsibility towards vulnerable populations such as the elderly and children. Don't we seeing all this shit, man? All this shit is happening right now as I speak. Number 3, the rise of social injustice. Discrimination based on race, gender, religion, or... All right, so lucky, man, I had a phone call. But going back, it says number 3, the rise of social injustice. Discrimination based off race, gender, religion, and socioeconomic status. I think I'm saying that right. It says systematic injustice within legal and economic systems, a lack of compassion and empathy for those facing hardship. Woo, and who are the one? Hey, man, we seeing all this shit. You see? It says number 4, it says idolatry of materialism, the pursuit of wealth, success, and material possessions at the expense of ethical conditions. Yeah, man. Selling so-called selling their souls. Let's see what this selling. Let's get the definition of that, man. Let's see, man. Sell your soul meaning. This is from the Google. It says, do or be willing to do anything, no matter how wrong, in order to achieve one's objective. And that's what we just read, man. You see? Let's go back to that. Let's go back. It says number 4. It says the pursuit of wealth and success and material possession at the expense of ethical consideration, moral consideration. People are willing to do whatever, you see, in order to obtain, all right, some fiat currency, some paper, man. You see? Chase a bag. Ain't everybody in that same mindset right now? All right, it says the preoccupation with consumerism and the disregard for sustainable and responsible living. Yeah, people just, that YOLO spirit, man. It says a culture that prioritizes self-interest over communal well-being. You see, bro. And when I'm reading this makes me think of 2 Thessalonians. Not 2 Thessalonians, but 2 Timothy's. All right, chapter 3. Real quick. All right. It's book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3. And when I read this and going back to the article, you're going to see why. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it in the KJV. It says in verse 1, know this also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. Now notice, all right, he's telling us that in the last days, perilous times shall come. You see, now it's going to give the characteristics or the mindset of the people during those last days. It says, number 2, for men shall be lovers of themselves, all right, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedience to parents, unthankful and unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accuser, incontinents, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. And I'm going to read these same verses in the NLT. It says, you should know this, Timothy, and it's Paul speaking, man, that in the last days there will be very difficult times, for people will love only themselves and their money. Going back onto this, what does it say? Preoccupation with consumerism and a disregard for sustainable and responsible living, a culture that prioritizes self-interest over communal well-being. You see? Bro, the pursuit of wealth, success, and material possession at the expense of ethical consideration. Yeah, let's keep going. It says they will boast. All right, let's continue on. Salaki, it says, for people will love, Salaki, in NLT, 2 Timothy chapter 3 and 2 in NLT. For people will love themselves and their money. They will be boastful and proud, scoffing at God. Disobedient to their parents and ungrateful. They will consider nothing sacred. They will be unloving and unforgiving. They will slander others and have no self-control. They will be cruel and hate what is good. They will betray their friends and be reckless. It says, be puffed up with pride and love pleasures rather than God. They will act religious, but they will reject the power that could make them godly. Stay away from people like that, you see. So Paul was giving an example of the characteristics of what will be taking place in the end time, and that's how we know. This is a clue, all right, on how we know what time we in. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that Paul was telling Timothy, man, you see, is exactly the mindset of the people that we see right now. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back. Let's go back to it, man. I'm gonna try to hurry up, man, because these motherfuckers, this damn job, man. It says moral relativism. I think I'm saying that right. Let's look it up, man. Let's look it up, man.
Relativism.
It says the doctrine that knowledge, truth, and morality exist in relation to culture, society, and historical context, or not absolute. You see? Oh yeah. You see? Hey, that's the people. You see? My truth. It don't matter. That's the old way. Let's go back to that article, man. Let's go back. See real quick. All right. It says rejection of absolute moral values and the belief that anything goes. Man, this is what we seeing, man. Justification of unethical actions based on subjective interpretations of right and wrong. Hey, the scriptures talk about that. All right. There's a way that seem right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. And that's the mindset of these people. These people are not thinking about the Lord. And like we read in 2 Timothy 3, all right, that's what you get when you're opposite. You know what I'm saying? That's contrary. That's the whole way of Babylon the Great. That's totally contrary to the ways of the Lord. All right. Because just like we read those examples, all right, the Lord tells us to do opposite of that, man. You see? But it says rejection of absolute morals and values and the belief that anything goes, justification of unethical actions based on subjective interpretations of right and wrong, my truth, the lack of shared moral norms and consensus within the society. Yeah. Disregard of environmental stewardship. I'm gonna have to end this off, brothers and sisters, man. These niggas is fucking calling me and shit. It says spiritual decline. All right. It says indifference or hostility towards religious and spiritual principles. Then we read that in 2 Timothy 3. It says diminishing participation in religious, spiritual practices and communal worship, the lack of reverence for sacred values and traditions, man. Hey, what did it say? It says they will hate. It says they will in the NLT, they will be unloving and unforgiving. They will slander others and have no self-control. It says they will be cruel and hate what is good. It says they will betray friends and be reckless. They will be puffed up with pride and love pleasures rather than God. You see, and that's what we read, man. That lets you know that this place is that place of moral decay, man. You see, this society is that, like I said, that's that place that polluting not only the minds of people over here in America, but all throughout the four corners of the earth, man. It says the lack of community and social trust, deterioration of trust between individuals and institutions, a rise of diverse idolatries that foster animosities rather than unity. And there's nothing but divisions in this place, man. You see? There's no trust in this place. That's why like the Elder Ariel always say, people talk about love, 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 but then your ass lock your door 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? You steady hitting the goddamn lock button like it's going to make the lock stronger. That shows you there's no trust in this place, man. Environmental and media influence. I want to read this from proliferation of entertainment content that glorifies immorality and trivializes ethical consideration. Yeah, you see? So they push immorality, Sexy Red, all the mods, Cardi B, all these shit. Megan Thee Stallion, that's being pushed. Immorality is being pushed into society and trivially. Let me see that, man. Let me see it. Let's look it up real quick, Salakia. Trivialism.
Trivialize
Or trivialism, right? It says to make something seem less important, all right, or significant. It says, so let's say they make ethical morals, they minimize the moral consideration, like, you know what I mean? It says manipulation of media practices that prioritize sensationalism over truth and integrity. The culture that celebrates fame and celebrity status, irrespective of character. So they push, like it says, a culture that celebrates fame and celebrity status. Let me see, real quick. Now, like I said, I'm gonna end it off, man, because these I ain't got time. Irrespective to not taking something into account or it says regardless of. All right, so not taking something into account. A culture that celebrates fame and celebrity status established regardless of the character. You see, like I said, Sexy Red and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? The mindset that he pushes upon these women, this westernized women, man, all this shit. This is a place, man. Educational challenges. All right. Deterioration of civic virtue, crisis of leadership, cultural deterioration, loss of cultural identity and appreciation for cultural heritage. It says prevalence of cultural expressions that promotes immorality or undermines traditional values. Oh, that's the old way. This the new way. This is the Bible old. You see, don't the scripture say, seek ye the old paths? You see? It says addiction and substance abuse. You see? The escalation of substance abuse problems and addiction issues. Societal acceptance and normalization of substance use that leads to harmful consequences. Yeah, because the brothers always bring it up all the time, like the mindset of rap, how rap first came out. You know what I'm saying? It's about feel good and being conscious. Then it went to the 90s to being a thug and selling drugs. Now we in these times to where these niggas, they ain't selling drugs no more. They taking the goddamn drugs, man. You got Future promoting that shit. And a lot of these niggas, all right, that's promoting drug users don't even do those drugs, man. But yet and still that mindset is being pushed. They're getting paid by Esau to push this mindset, man. All right. It says lack of passionate policies, erosion of trust in institution, disregard of public disclosure, exploitation of technology. It says misuse of technology and unethical purposes such as a cyber crime and invasion of privacy. Yeah, niggas scamming. You know what I'm saying? We go to the fucking get some gas. The next thing you know, you got charges coming up. Niggas buying shit on Amazon off your card. You see? This is that place. Loss of generational value. The breakdown of intergenerational relationships. Intergenerational relationships and transmission of moral values. Yeah, man. So this is that place of moral rot, man. This is that place. Let's get this and I'll end it off, man. Let me see. I'm gonna end it off on what the brother brought out. Moral rot. All right, this is Proverbs 28:2. When there is moral rot within a nation, its government topples easy. But wise and knowledgeable leaders bring stability. That's right, man. You see in Yahushua, like the Lord, like it says in the book of Sirach, all right, in due time, the Lord is going to set one over it that is profitable. All right. Matter of fact, before I end it off, I want to read this about Cain to let you know who this nigga is. All right. So it says, this is going into, when the Lord, punished Cain for what he did. It says, and when Cain had traveled over many countries, his wife built a city named Nod, which was a place so called, and there he settled his abode, where also he had children. However, he did not accept his punishment in order to amend, but to increase his wickedness. He only aimed to procure everything that was for his own bodily pleasure. You see, That's how we know this nigga Esau is Cain in the reincarnation. Though it is obliged him to be injurious to his neighbors, he augmented his household substance with much wealth by raping and violence. Man, bro, you cannot tell me that Esau is not Cain. It says he excited his acquaintance to procure pleasure and spoils by robbery. Pushing that same mindset upon the people and become a great leader of men into wicked courses. He also introduced a change in the way of simplicity wherein man lived before, and was the author of measure and weight. And whereas they lived innocently and generously while they knew nothing of such arts, he changed the world into cunning craftiness. You see? Now this is the Josephus, man. You see? This is going into Esau, man. You see? This is going into Cain, what Cain was doing during the time, all right, when you read in the book of Genesis, man. So he was pushing that mindset upon the people. You see, he was trying to do away with the ways of the Most High and made the world more wicked. You see, and it happened. It's happening once again. Through who? The Edomites. That's how we know that this nigga is Cain in the reincarnation, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, MICAH2, double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, that teach and rule well. And as always, peace and salutations unto the elect. Lord willing, this lesson will edifying. Shalom.